For more than 2 centuries, one quiet retail name walked alongside British society through change, uncertainty, and progress. It was never the loudest brand and never the most exciting, yet it became one of the most familiar. It stood on high streets, railway platforms, and airport corridors, selling books, newspapers, stationery, and small comforts to millions of people. This is the story of whsmith, a company that survived revolutions, wars, recessions, and digital disruption, only to slowly disappear from everyday life. There was no dramatic collapse. There were no scandal headlines. Instead, the brand faded so gradually that most people did not notice the moment it stopped mattering. Parents once relied on it. Children grew up inside it. Commuters passed through it daily. Then one day it was gone from the places where life actually happened. But here is where it gets interesting. whsmith did not vanish because it failed. It vanished because it made a logical decision that cost it something far more valuable than profit. To understand how an empire can live for 220 years and still disappear, we have to start at the very beginning. The story begins in London in 1792, when Henry Walton Smith and his wife Anna opened a small news distribution business. Britain was entering a new era. Literacy was rising, printing was becoming cheaper, and newspapers were spreading ideas faster than ever before. whsmith chose not to create content, but to distribute it. This strategic choice allowed the business to scale rapidly. The defining moment came with the arrival of the railway. As tracks expanded across the country, whsmith secured exclusive rights to operate bookstores inside railway stations. Millions of travellers suddenly had time to read and money to spend. whsmith turned waiting into profit. By the mid-19th century, the company controlled a large share of what Britain read while travelling. It became a cultural gatekeeper, shaping taste, morality, and information. Respectable, reliable, and trusted, the brand embedded itself into daily routines across the nation. The 20th century marked the golden age of whsmith. As towns grew and shopping districts expanded, the company followed, opening stores across the United Kingdom. These were not inspirational spaces. They were functional, predictable, and efficient. That predictability became the brand promise. Customers knew exactly what they would find inside. Parents bought school supplies every year. Students bought revision guides. Workers bought newspapers every morning. By the 1970s, whsmith operated over 1,000 stores nationwide. It sold books, magazines, stationery, music, videos, and later games. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers before the new year. Thanks a lot. The company employed tens of thousands of people and generated billions in annual revenue. Investors viewed it as a safe, defensive stock. Even as competitors emerged, whsmith seemed untouchable. Its scale, history, and consistency looked like permanent advantages. But beneath the surface, the retail world was already shifting. The early warning signs were subtle. Stores felt crowded, tired, and outdated. While rivals refreshed layouts and invested in atmosphere, whsmith stayed the same. Management believed familiarity meant loyalty, but consumers were changing. Bookshops became destinations with cafes, events, and curated experiences. whsmith remained transactional. At the same time, supermarkets began undercutting prices on magazines and stationery. Margins narrowed. Then the internet arrived. Online retailers, especially Amazon, transformed shopping behavior almost overnight. Books became commodities delivered to homes. whsmith responded slowly. Its digital strategy lagged behind, and physical stores lost relevance. Foot traffic declined year after year. To customers, it felt like decay. Internally, leadership saw a different reality. The problem was not the brand, it was the location. Rather than fight for the high street, whsmith chose to leave it. Executives examined performance data and reached a blunt conclusion. Town centre stores were expensive and declining. Travel locations were growing and profitable. Airports, train stations, and hospitals offered captive audiences, higher margins, and constant foot traffic. So the company pivoted. High street stores were closed or sold. Investment shifted toward travel retail. Critics accused whsmith of abandoning communities and erasing heritage. Yet financially, the strategy worked. By the late 2010s, most profits came from travel outlets rather than traditional shops. The company survived and even strengthened its balance sheet. But the transformation came at a cost. The familiar neighborhood store disappeared. In its place stood standardized airport shops selling snacks, chargers, and last-minute books. The empire endured, but its identity changed completely. Today, whsmith is still profitable, but culturally distant. Younger generations associate it with overpriced airport purchases rather than childhood routines. Many towns no longer have a whsmith at all. The brand that once shaped reading habits now fills time between boarding announcements. From a business perspective, the pivot was rational and effective. From a social perspective, something faded quietly. A shared experience ended without ceremony. whsmith exists mostly in transit. It is present but not rooted, visible but not meaningful. The company survives, yet the relationship with everyday life has been severed. So did whsmith really vanish? On financial statements, the answer is no. On a cultural level, the answer is yes. The company chose efficiency over emotion and optimization over identity. whsmith proves that longevity does not guarantee relevance. A business can operate for centuries and still disappear from public consciousness. The empire that once stood on every street corner now waits behind security gates, selling convenience instead of culture. There was no dramatic ending, no final announcement, no farewell moment. Just a slow, rational withdrawal from the spaces where memories are made. And that is the lesson. The greatest risk to long-lasting businesses is not sudden failure. It is quiet success that slowly erases the very reason people cared in the first place. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our channel. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers before the new year. Thank you for your support. We wish you all the best in 2026.